Ladies and gents, boys and girls, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Hope you're all doing well. Chris Phillips here, the Daily Crow, the Spurs Up Show. Appreciate you all tuning in. We got a lot to get into here on a Wednesday. Want to hear from you, taking your questions, your comments, and your calls as well. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. I see Brennan M., Phil, Daddy-O, Leonard Matthews, Cody Gaskins, Lindsey Hagler, Betty, Jeff, Travi. What's going on? Appreciate you all tuning in. Also, if you're in the Big Cock Club Discord, head over to the TDC Questions channel, to be sure that your questions are answered. I see somebody asking about the College Bowl Mania, or Capital One Bowl Mania. What is the password? I will tell you in 2 seconds. The password is Beamer Ball 1. All together, all lowercase. Beamer Ball 1. Exactly. Right here, Beamer Ball, and then the number 1, not O-N-E, the number 1. Beamer Ball 1 is the password. But if you just go to social media and click the invite link, which I will actually share that right now if you guys want to join, I will go ahead and paste that in here. So I just did. So if you just click that link, you don't even have to put the password in. It'll just take you in there, and it'll go ahead and add you. But anyways, we got a lot to get into on a Wednesday, guys. Taking your questions, your comments, and your calls, 843-790-3377. Shane Beamer right now actually speaking to the media ahead of the Duke's Mayo Bowl. I think this is like actually the Duke's Mayo Bowl official media availability or what have you. So I don't expect anything very earth-shattering to come from Coach Beamer except, hey, we're excited to be playing in the bowl game. Got a lot of respect for the Heels, a lot of respect for Mac Brown, blah, 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 the typical coach speak. But you never know. You never know what he could say. But anyways, guys, got a lot to get into. Before we do, though, I do want to tell you about our friends over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm, because the Daily Crow is presented to you by our friends at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. The young but experienced and aggressive attorneys, they're both former prosecutors who used to represent insurance companies, but switching sides. They both worked at larger law firms where they represented hundreds of clients at a time. And guys, they both left to start their own law firm because they understand you're not just a line item, you're not just a number, you're a real human being, and you should be treated as such. They're a small boutique law firm that treats the clients like family. Guys are going to know who you are and treat you like a client and not a number. They handle injury cases that arise from car accidents and work accidents. Guys, do not try to take on the insurance company yourself. You've been involved in any type of accident, no matter what it might be. The last thing you should be dealing with and worried about is dealing with the paperwork, the insurance company, etc. Let the experts over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm handle it for you. They use the latest technology to make representation efficient yet effective. Again, guys, let them take care of everything for you. You don't even pay them unless they recover money for you. Rami's in Columbia, Curtis is in Charleston. They handle cases statewide. They also offer virtual or in-person consultations at no charge. Guys, give them a call today in Columbia, 803-973-0304, or in their Somerville location, 843-388-3368. Or, of course, your one-stop shop, their website, dsinjurylaw.com. That is dsinjurylaw.com for more information. Again, guys, it's our friends over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Be sure to check them out and tell them that Chris from the Spurs Up Show sent you. That just scared the living hell out of me, by the way. Anyways, sorry, I had my freaking ringer on and somebody ordered something from the store, and that was a really sharp, piercing sound. A good sound, but not something I expected. So either way, appreciate our friends over at Dason and Shalabi Law Firm. Again, guys, excited to chat with you all, taking your questions, your comments, your calls as well. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Also, guys, today is a big day for TSUS and for you specifically, and the merch. As you see, I'm rocking the Garnet, if I can grab it, the Garnet Shane Storm merch here. Got the Beamer Ball hat on. All this available in our store and much more. Today is the day. Order by end of day today, and we can guarantee by Christmas delivery. Today is the day to order and guarantee by Christmas delivery. If you order tomorrow, if you order Friday, it might get there. It might, but I can't guarantee it. If you order by end of day today, we can guarantee by Christmas delivery. So again, that's tsus.store. Go ahead and place your orders, guys. Again, I appreciate all those who have been ordering from the store, all of your love and support, man. It's absolutely incredible. I truly, truly do appreciate it. Again, guys, it's been awesome to see just how the store has blown up and you guys showing love and support in the store, man. It's absolutely awesome, guys. So again, that's tsus.store. Get your orders in by end of day today to guarantee by Christmas delivery. Let's see. John Kruger says he just joined the Bowl Mania group. Appreciate you, John. Adam Madison, would you go after Max Johnson, quarterback at LSU, and transport his brother as a big-time tight end? Was Max Johnson really that good at LSU? Like, I didn't think he was all that great. I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't take him, but I mean, I don't know. James Kendall, funny how different I felt when Captain and Hood opted out in like 2005 than today. James, try to rephrase that because I have no idea what you're talking about. Let's see. Brantley Wright. Beamer's really hot on the recruiting trail. Excited to see who all signs and commits. Yeah, obviously a week from today is signing day. A week from today is the early signing day, or really we should just call it is the national signing day because like really nobody signs anymore on February the 4th or whatever that day is. So anyways, guys, a week from today will be signing day. So going to have a lot of coverage there, with signing day and, of course, covering all the new Gamecocks and breaking down the class and stuff like that. But I think the Gamecocks are in really good position right now to finish, at least top 25. Maybe you're looking at top 20. I think probably somewhere between 20 and 25 is where you'll land. But overall, I think it'll be a solid first class for Shane Beamer because I really don't count last year as his first recruiting class. I mean, he got hired in December and he had a month to do a job that coaches have been doing for 3 or 4 years. So I really don't even count that as his first class. I look at this as this is his first true class. And so as long as you're recruiting top 25 classes, that's all I ask for. I think you can win with top 25 classes. Now, again, if you're going to ever start competing for national championships, you're going to have to elevate that recruiting. But you can build, I think, in my opinion, a solid recruiting foundation. And, you've got to be card counters at the blackjack table, as they say in Moneyball. You've got to be able to evaluate talent and develop the heck out of it. You got to do exactly what they did when Spurrier was here. And, of course, when Shane Beamer was recruiting these guys, they weren't recruiting at a top 10 clip, but they were finding the right guys that fit. They were finding those diamond in the rough 3 stars, if you will, and it paid off. So, I mean, again, hopefully South kind of can do that, get back to that level, and you got to trust Shane Beamer will. So he's recruited some of the best to ever wear the garnet and black. So, again, guys, appreciate you all tuning in. 843-790-337. Tim and Daddy Go says, all my Tater friends aren't sleeping well right now. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Whatever's going on up there, so be it. Rhett Godwell, how many more players can Beamer sign? I think probably like 6 or 7. I think 6, something like that. So, yeah, I did see Landon Sampson bump into a 4-star on Rivals. Definitely deserved it. He had a monster season this year. What about the Ohio State quarterback? I mean, realistically, we're probably not going to get Quinn Ewers. That's just being realistic. Realistically, probably not going to get him. Would I love to? Sure, but who knows, man? Who knows? Yeah, Jacob Rodgers. If you don't know who Hot Boy is, Zaquandre White. That was his nickname, or that is his nickname. Hot Boy. Look at any of his social media. Zaquandre Hot Boy White. So in case you missed it, Zaquandre White officially announcing his intentions. He is declaring for the NFL draft and will be preparing for that. Will not play in the bowl game. So again, thanks for the memories, Hot Boy. What a season he had. 6.6 yards per carry. Was by far the Gamecocks' best running back in my opinion. And it's a shame he won't play in the bowl game. Again, like I said yesterday, guys, if you got nothing nice to say to these kids, then don't say anything at all. I know I'm critical, but I'm critical on the field of play, making plays, not making plays. But if a kid wants to make a decision to pursue the NFL, I'm not in any position to tell the kid not to do it. You know what I mean? I don't blame Quan White for doing it. The life of a running back is extremely short in the NFL, and we're talking about a guy that has been in college for 5 years. So I don't blame him. I mean, he's probably got, you've got like a 3 or 4 year window as a running back to really make it happen. And if you don't do it then it just probably, because that position in the NFL it doesn't have the value, that it once did. Jacob Rodgers forgot to declare for the draft. Do you think he gets drafted? If he gets drafted, it'll be late. I think it'll be really late the last day, 6th or 7th round. But, either way, kid wants to try his hand at the NFL. Again, he's been in college for 5 years. Listen, going to class, I mean, I can attest to it personally. Like, going to class sucks. Like, college is fun. Don't get me wrong. We all know that. But I don't blame a kid at all for like, hey, bro, you did your college thing. Classes suck. Go focus on the NFL. Go focus on playing football professionally. So, let's see. Adam Madison, any news on Stone Blanton? Big recruit we need to get in our linebacker room. No like specific, no breaking news. I don't think anything, no new developments, nothing that I know about. So let's see. Just looking at what Shane Beamer says. It's neat that you sort of have a battle, or sort of the battle of the Carolinas, to be able to do it in Charlotte, city that's right up the interstate from us. It's really exciting, and we couldn't be more fired up to be a part of this. Beamer says, it's what makes college football special. I'm a bowl guy. There's so many fantastic things, and it's a reward. Beamer owns Aquandre White. He says it's not definite that he's out for the bowl game. I have multiple conversations with Quan since the Clemson game. I would not say it's 100% that Quandre will not play in the bowl game. Okay, well, there you go. I thought for sure he was out, so never mind. Looks like Zaquandre White may actually play in the bowl game. Wow, that's very actually surprising. So would love to see it. I mean, I'd love to see Quan play. I mean, I certainly do think it changes the outlook of the game if Quan doesn't go. So that would be huge. That would actually be huge if he played. That'd be huge. Let's see. Who? John Kruger. Yeah, Quinn Ewers got an offer from South Carolina like 2 years ago. So, Jacob Rodgers. Anything on Spencer Rattler? No. I mean, again, there's no new news, guys. Nothing new. There's really nothing new. I don't think there's anything really to report. Anything earth-shattering, groundbreaking, what have you. We're just all kind of sitting and waiting. We're all sitting and waiting. Shane Beamer's out there doing his recruiting thing. Savannah Webster, UNC's defense is the weakness. He can get some eyes on him if he has a great day. Yeah, for sure. No, I think it'd be smart. It's totally up to him. I think it would be awesome if he played. I think it would certainly help our chances to win the ball game if he played. I'd love to see him play, but he's got to make that decision on his own. But, yeah, I mean, when it comes down to that game, South Carolina, North Carolina, we got to score. We got to score. I think our defense will do their thing. Of course, Sam Howell is playing in the ball game, so you got to deal with him. But I think our defense will do enough to give us a chance to win, of course. Now, are there going to be more opt-outs on the defensive side? I think you guys know who exactly I'm talking about. A guy like Jaden Gibson, who's projected to be a first-round pick. Will he be a guy that decides, hey, I'm going to get ready for the league, get ready for the NFL, take care of my business, take care of my pocket, or will he play in the game? I think that'll go a long way in determining the outcome, really. You're going to need all hands on deck. So, Jacob Rodgers, I was there when Debo went crazy on NC State. Yeah, I was at that game as well, actually. Travis says, let's hope Braden Davis is the real deal. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Travis, again. I saw yesterday, of course, Braden won Gatorade Player of the Year, which is awesome. One Gatorade Player of the Year. I don't get carried away in recruiting anymore. And I never really did. But I think if the last few years have taught us anything, it's just let's let it play out. Let's let it play. I don't think it's healthy for fans. I don't think it's healthy for the player to anoint a kid like, oh, this is the savior of the program. He's, because I'll be honest with you, man, none of those high school stats, none of those stars, none of that means anything when you step foot on campus and you put the pads. It don't mean anything. It don't mean jack shit, man. You got to go out there and prove it at the college level. And I'm not saying don't get excited about recruiting, because I mean, that's what fans get excited about, really, truly. I mean, that's why people like Rivals and 24/7 have been able to build businesses literally just off of recruiting, because what recruiting serves as is hope. It's hope to fans. But I would just say don't get carried away. Let's see it pan out first. That's all I'm saying. I'm happy and excited Braden Davis is coming here, but lack of a better way of putting it, no pun intended, I'm not going to count my chickens before they hatch when it comes to these recruits. Because you know what, if they come in with a bad attitude, or they come in and they don't work as hard as they should, or they come in and they're just not as good as we thought they were, it's like, well, here we are again. So, and then it's like, oh, the next guy's the savior. Then the next guy. And then, first it was Connor Mitch. Then it was Brandon McElwain. Then it was Lorenzo Nunez. Then it was, then it was Jake Bentley. Then it was Ryan Helinski. Then it was it's just Dak Joyner, and the list just goes on and on and on. So I'm not going to anoint a kid before he gets on campus and does something worth a damn. So let's see. Yeah, best of luck to Z White, man, for sure. Best of luck to Z White. Hunter Herlong says Quinn Ewers is narrowed his top 2 to Texas Tech. Yeah, that's not surprising at all. That's not surprising at all. So Savannah Webster's the transfer portal have the same deadline as National Signing Day. No, it will drag out. Yeah, the free agency has struck college football. It will drag out, Savannah. So I would say get comfy, be patient, and don't be impatient because you're going to drive yourself insane. Brantley Wright, Stone will be a big plus on the defensive side of things. Kid's a monster. Watched him in his sophomore season. Yeah, again, we just need good football players. So add all those guys. We need good football players. Let's see. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, comments, calls. Guys, I'm curious. I'll pose this question to you, and I posed it on social media because I'll probably be publishing this article either tomorrow or Friday, but ranking the best plays. We're either going to do top 5 or top 10. I don't know if there were 10 plays, honestly, to rank. Definitely top 5. The top plays of the 2021 football season. What was the best play, in your opinion, of the 2021 football season? What was the best play in your mind? What was the best play? Tons of great plays, obviously. Tons of great plays. So I would probably, the one that people forget about because it came in a loss. The one people forget about is Jalen Brooks' one-handed catch against Georgia. That was probably the best play of the year. When you're talking about purely just how good the play was. Now, I've seen, Jabari Ellis scoop and score against Florida. Yeah, that's another one that's forgot. I think it was Brandon Wagner. Yeah, Brandon Wagner brings it up. Yeah, the Damani Staley INT, but that changed the entire season. I mean, really, you look back at that play, that changed the entire season for you. Really. Because without that play, you're not going bowling, man. Without that play, you're not going bowling. So you look back, that play changed the entire year. No question. No question it did. Savannah Webster, fake punt touchdown by Kai is up there. Yeah, that was a great play. It's kind of like the Brooks play for me, though, Savannah, where it's like we were getting crushed. So it's like as great as the play was, the circumstance was so bad. Makes it tough for me to put that one up there. But it was a great play. You're right. It was a great play. John Gibbs says, funny thing about that is there can be more than one savior to a program if one wants to call it that. Wouldn't worry about all that nonsense. I just want to see us improve and continue to get better so one day it'll be second nature to where we'll be asking ourselves, why aren't we in Atlanta? You just got to add good football players. That's it. You got to get good football players. Brandon Watt says Jamar Brown. Savannah Webster, big man touchdown against Auburn. Are you talking about against Florida, Savannah? Are you talking about against Florida? Or was that? No. Yeah, you're talking about against Florida. A.J. Ackerman, best play was the last second Van Dien when Nolan came in and saved the day. Might have been one of the best moments. For sure. Drew Reese today, Xavier Legette with the sidelines, probably the biggest. Which play was that? Did I miss that? Which play was that? Savannah Webster, muffed recovery off the Auburn player's leg. Yeah, that was a big one. David Barnes, Trey Jones touchdown against Florida. That was a cool one as well. That was a cool one. Justin, Chris, can the transfer from Oklahoma play in the bowl game, or does he have to wait till next season? Justin, we haven't even gotten the transfer from Oklahoma, so what are you talking about? Which guy are you talking about? Because nobody from Oklahoma is committed to us. And if you're talking about the Stogner kid, he actually just got a crystal ball to Ohio State, so it's not even confirmed. It's not even confirmed we're going to get him. So we got to get him first. Yeah, we got to get him first. So let's see. Daddy Yo, the Texas offensive line and Iota, what is it, $50,000 for each one of them? I just think that's crazy, man. Again, people have the freedom to pay whatever they want, but to some degree, it's just stupid, man. Again, I don't think of it. I think of it from like the business owner side of things. Like you're throwing away $50,000, pretty much. I mean, I know companies have like marketing dollars to spend, so I guess if they choose to spend them that way, then so be it. They've got the right to do so. They've got the power to do that. But that, to me, seems Insane. That seems insane. Tim Dorn, the catch that beat Vandy, that saved the season. Yeah, truly. Truly. I mean, again, guys, that's going back to yesterday. That's why I gave the coaching an A-, because you just think back at the plays of this. I mean, this season could have unraveled so many different times. So many different times. So, yeah, A.J. Bowers, again, one of the best moments. INT for a pick 6 against ECU. David Barnes, Zeb game winner to Leggett. Pick 6 against Troy was another good one. Yeah. So tomorrow's show, guys, and of course, not to gloss over today's podcast, of course, which dropped this morning, episode 553, talking SEC gambling picks for the entire bowl season. The entire bowl season. Tomorrow's show will be a full postseason awards show. So definitely some of the accolades will be best play, best moment. Those will be on there. So you guys are giving some fantastic suggestions. But it's crazy. There's more big moments than you even recall. You know what I mean? There's more big moments than we even recall. So, yeah, really good stuff. Let's see. Pick 6 against Troy. Foster's picks against Georgia. Daddy-O, when you're 6-6, there's a shit ton of season-saving plays. That's a very good point. That is a very, very good point. Again, guys, 843-790-3377. Would love to hear from you. It's a bit of a gloomy day in the city today. Like very just like dark and rainy. And by the way, guys, quick reminder, we are live tonight at Tin Roof. And again, as I said last week, I'm going to be leaning on y'all for this one because, I mean, we're kind of at a point where, you know, we got a lot of content rolling with TSUS, of course, but there's not a ton going on right now in regards to like games and, you know, of course, football season's over outside of the bowl game coming up in, 3 weeks. Basketball doesn't play till Sunday. So, things might get a little weird at Tin Roof because, when you got to kind of start pulling stuff out of the hat to talk about, who knows where the conversation goes. That's what makes it fun, though. But I can tell you this, guys, working on right now, confirming some big guests for the show, for the podcast, specifically to look back at the 2021 season. So stay tuned for that. Really excited. But we will be live tonight at Tin Roof, 5 to 7. Of course, we'll be streaming it as well on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. So if you cannot come out, you can do that. But $3 drafts, $3 rumple shots. I keep saying 50-cent wings. I don't think they have 50-cent wings anymore. I don't know. It's like a hit or miss thing. But either way, fantastic food as well. So be sure to come out for that. Going to be a really, really good time. But again, we're sitting here right now taking your questions, your comments, your calls, 843-790-3377. Little Matthew says the game-winning field goal against East Carolina. That was a great one as well. Certainly, that was a great one. Nick Renfro, Enigbare strip sack to seal the deal against Vanderbilt. John Braddock says Parker should get picked up in the NFL, right? Well, I mean, you say that, but hey, Elliott Fry can't find a job. So, I mean, Elliott Fry can't find a job. I don't know, man. I don't know. So, David Barnes, Juju on the last drive against East Carolina. Let's see. Again, Shane Beamer, I think he's probably done by now. Speaking of the media, nothing outrageous. Oh, yeah. Jaden Gibson is decommitted from Florida. 6'5", 185-pound wide receiver. He was a Gamecocks target, so I don't know. He was a Gamecocks target. Maybe so. Let's see. No, Justin, I do not believe players who transfer in the portal can all of a sudden just play in the bowl game with another team. No, I don't think that's how that works. No. Caden Gibson, there's a Quandre White touchdown on 4th and 1 against Auburn. That was a huge play. Yeah, that was a huge play in that game. Bryant Hughes, Juju and the Wildcat against Florida. Y'all got a lot of suggestions. I figured there'd be like 3 or 4 plays that were sort of, the play, but Dude, y'all are like all over the place. Y'all are mentioning plays like almost kind of forgot about. So kudos to y'all for that. That's impressive. That's impressive. Chris Miller says, I think people forget we were ranked 79th in the 2021 recruiting class. It's a miracle that we made it to 6-6. Beamer and his staff have us currently sitting at 19th in the 2022 recruiting class. Yeah, Beamer's doing a great job. Yeah, Beamer's doing a great job, Chris, for sure. I mean, again, I'm nothing but elated of how the 2021 season went. I mean, again, you got to a bowl game. You defied the odds. Because, again, guys, I gave my predictions over the summer. But my predictions over the summer included a healthy Luke Doty. I mean, that truly, I thought we were going to be sort of a well-oiled machine offensively when we got about halfway through the year. And certainly that never happened. Again, tomorrow's show, guys, for the accolades, I'll be talking biggest disappointment from the season. And, I mean, it's not even close. The lack of run game was by far the biggest disappointment. So, I'm elated with how the season went, 6-6, and I think recruiting is going well. Again, you're ranked 19th right now, and again, I think you're going to finish top 25 for sure, and you're going to bring in some good players in the portal. And again, I would just still, and of course, I'll be stressing this all preseason, if you will, because as I told you guys over the summer, this past summer, there is no off season for us, right? We just keep rocking, rolling, keep getting after it, whatever. But nah, man. I mean, I think still keeping perspective and being patient is very, very important. I don't think it's going to be, we won 6 this year. We're definitely winning 9 next year. I just don't think, that's the case. And you're going to lose some good players. And, the big thing we all want to see for next year is progression offensively. But I still think it's probably going to be a case where you're fighting for 6-6, 7-5 again. I mean, truly, you're fighting for like 7-5, say. So I would say be patient, guys. I think it's going to take many more than one recruiting class. It's going to take 3 or 4 recruiting classes to really build the depth you need to, let's say, realistically compete with the Georgias and the Clemsons and the Texas A&Ms of the world. So, hey, I'd love to be wrong, and next year we go win 8 or 9 games, and all of a sudden we're way ahead of schedule. But I just think fans have got to be patient. I think fans have got to be patient. 6-6 was a good year this year. As long as you're making bowl games, though, as long as you're making bowl games, to me, as long as you're not falling below that 500 mark, you're okay. You know what I mean? If you're in year 2, you go to a bowl game, you're fine. You're fine. You're still continuing to build. Because I'll tell you what, and I had a PSA yesterday, and I'm going to make a clip right after this or at some point today. Another PSA. Because I saw somebody comment this, and it's not many, folks, but it's more than there should be, because one is too many. One is too many. But when people are commenting on bowl games and, the bowl games are meaningless, like, why are there so many bowl games? They shouldn't even have the bowl games. And, of course, if you're one of these slapdicks, you just take the cake saying, the Gamecocks should have turned down a bowl game at 6-6. We shouldn't even be going to a bowl game. Literally go jump off a bridge if you're saying something like that. Literally. But the people that are like, there's too many bowl games, we shouldn't have these bowl games, blah, blah, blah. If you don't like the bowl games, then don't watch them. If you want to be a Scrooge, if you want to be a Grinch this Christmas season, that's totally fine. Allow us that enjoy college football and just enjoy sports. Let us enjoy the bowl games. You can go be a Scrooge. You can go be a Grinch. You can go watch Hallmark Channel all Christmas season or what have you, whatever people do that don't watch college football. You can go do that. Let us enjoy the football. Like, nobody needs you around. Nobody needs to hear your opinion. I think that's the thing people on Facebook, they don't really comprehend in their peanut brain. Some of the people, it's like, we don't need to know what you think. Your opinion holds no weight at all. None, literally none. So if you're just injecting, I mean, if you're that miserable of a human being where you can't even enjoy bowl season, just, again, go be a Scrooge or a Grinch somewhere else. Go rain on somebody else's parade. We don't need you. So that's my PSA. That's my piece on it. I just, it's absurd, man. Like, people that are complaining about bowl games, like complaining that the kids get to play in a bowl game. Like, give me a break, dude. Like, you miserable son of a bitch. You know what I mean? Like, give me a break. There is no better feeling. And I'm a Christmas guy, by the way. I'm a Christmas guy. Birthday's on Christmas. Big Christmas season guy. There's no better feeling than being at home with the family, sitting by the fire, drinking some hot chocolate with the Hawaii Bowl just chilling on the TV. No better feeling at all. No better feeling. One of the top feelings you can have, in my opinion. I mean, yeah. So I love bowl season. I mean, again, do I watched every game intensely? No. But at least even just having it on in the background, it's like, oh, this is nice. This is nice. So, Brian Dean, the latest recruiting ranking, South Carolina 17th, Taters are 13th, Tater sliding, we rising. Brian, I hear you. I'll tell you what, you guys care a lot more about Clemson than I do, man. You guys do. You guys do. And I understand why, and I get there's Gamecock fans that in everything. Here, before I get to that thought, before I expand on that thought, let's get to
Phil Harris.
Phil, what's going on, man? How are you?
Pretty good. How you doing, Christopher?
I'm doing well, man. Appreciate you asking. What's going on?
I just wanted to give you a daily update of the weather up here. It is 32 degrees and cloudy. We're expecting some snow. I know that's shocking to hear in New Hampshire, but
Shocking.
There hasn't really been that much at all. No accumulation really here in New Hampshire. Maybe like a dusting, a couple weeks back. So it's a little surprising. Wanted to ask you, are you a little concerned that Shane Beamer didn't get this kid, the tight end from Oklahoma? Does that concern you at all? Like, I mean, obviously he hasn't made a decision, but the crystal ball is that he's going to Ohio State. Does that concern you at all?
Would you blame somebody for going to Ohio State over South Carolina?
I mean, maybe like, is he going to start there?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, does it concern me? I mean, not to the point where I'm like, like really truly worried. I mean, it would be, I don't know, man. I what type of relationship did he ever even have a relationship with the kid? I don't know. I mean, again, you would think like he coached H-backs there. So like, that's kind of his, I mean, I don't know. I don't know the kid. I just think there's so many factors, man, that go into recruiting that you never know. We don't know why kids pick certain schools. And I mean, certainly you find out down the road once they get there and they talk to the kid. But I mean, he hasn't made a decision. I know he got the crystal ball to Ohio State. Does it like concern me to a point where I'm like going to sleep at night having nightmares that Stogner's going to be playing for Ohio State? Not really.
Yeah.
But, you just got, again, it's one of those things. I think you just got to trust that Shane Beamer is going to get the guys we need. So, I mean, if he doesn't get Stogner, they'll get somebody else, I guess, or what have you. So, I mean,
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is a little weird. It's a little weird. It's a little weird for sure. It's a little weird.
It is a little weird, right?
It's a little weird.
Yeah. I mean, of course I'm on the Shane train. Always have been. But my thing is, like, has he gotten anybody from Oklahoma to commit to South Carolina that's transferring? Not a single one, right?
Not
it's
yet.
Just a little odd.
Yeah, not yet.
A little odd. So, I mean, obviously we've got a great recruiting class so far in terms of the rankings. I think he's doing a good job, but it's just it's a little strange that nobody has followed him from Oklahoma so far.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's something to worry about. It's just a little, peculiar. I will say that.
Yeah, and I mean, I will say this too on that note with the transfer portal. I mean, again, it's the wild, wild west, and free agency is at college football. And I mean, I'm not complaining about it, but that's really where we're at. But and that's not to say that the dominoes couldn't fall where an Oklahoma kid will come here, because there's so much time for them. They don't have to do it by National Signing Day. So I don't know, man. I feel like this is going to be a very interesting signing day and just recruiting cycle, because again, I do think the transfer portal has just completely changed everything. Because I mean, you have to factor transfers into numbers and how many commits do you get versus transfer guys. And I mean, it's, as if college coaches and coaches didn't have enough to worry about. Now they got to balance numbers out. And then, bro, we don't even think about like clearinghouse and the NCAA and transferring credits. And I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. So, but yeah, you got to trust again that Beamer's going to pull those guys in and, get the best guys that, that fit what we're trying to do, and guys that we need and going to help us win. So, I'd love to see Stogner come here. I really would. We could use all the good football players we can get. So,
absolutely, yeah, for sure. There is a kid that is getting a preferred walk-on. I don't know if he's committed to South Carolina yet. He's got offers from New Hampshire and Maine. Obviously, not prestigious, football schools, but He lives in Goffstown, New Hampshire. Went to Goffstown High School. I think he's a current senior. And he's a big kid. I can't remember the guy's name, but if you look up, tight end, Goffstown, high school, New Hampshire, I'm sure you'll be able to find him. Like, watching his film, he looks like a grown-ass man against toddlers. So if he comes here, that would be great, but it is a preferred walk-on.
Yeah.
So he might be the next guy at tight end, but it's just interesting that Shane Beaver doesn't have anybody from Oklahoma committed to South Carolina in the transfer portal. But final thing before I get you off the line here is I wanted to mention that you were talking about how these people that complain about bowl games, they're already on my shit list, pretty high up there about people that complain about us being 6-6 going to a bowl game. But I wanted to highlight another annoying part of our fan base here. And you kind of highlighted it or hinted towards it a couple of days ago, where people were constantly talking about Clemson's program, whether it be, their DC is going to Oklahoma, all this other stuff. Like, there's a part of our fan base that is so annoying where all they want to talk about is our biggest rival, in-state rival. That's all they care about. They talk about how, even though they're Carolina fans, they want to praise Dabo, and they're always talking about what's Clemson doing now or how they're doing right now. I understand, like, part of that is just because they've won national championships or whatever, but you're a little suspect in my mind if you are always talking about Clemson and you claim to be a Carolina fan. It's a little weird, and it's just overplayed as well. Like, people calling in or mentioning in the chats what Clemson is doing. Like, to hell with Clemson. I don't give a shit about them. They're our biggest rival. I hope they lose every game. I don't care if they get any recruits. I don't care who's on their team. I don't care who their coaches are. They suck in my mind. So I don't focus on them. But a lot of people in our fan base, it is weird that they focus so much on Clemson. So
and a lot of people, I'll say, and a lot of people in Clemson's fan base do the exact same thing. It's like every move that their own team makes, it's like they are watching that with one eye also on their rival. Like, oh, what are they doing? You know what I mean? It's like, who gives a shit? Like, really, who gives a damn? You know what I mean?
Could care less. Yeah, could care less, right? Yeah, that's all I got for you today. Go Cox.
Appreciate it, Phil. Thanks so much, man. No, good stuff. And that was kind of the point I was going to make with again, you guys are, I love the banter. I love the comments, everything else. But, guys, there's a reason I don't talk about Clemson on the show. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, and I've had people comment like, man, you never talk about Clemson. I'm like, why? I didn't get into this to cover Clemson. I talk Gamecocks. I don't know if there's other people out there, other shows that are like, oh, by the way, did you see what happened? No, like, who gives a damn? Like, I don't care. Like, none of it matters to me. We're not going to spend 30 minutes on the airwaves talking about what happened up in the upstate. Like, who gives a shit? Like, truly, who gives a damn? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm more worried about what South Carolina's doing and what's going on in our building and everything else. By the way, Brendan M., want to shout out Brendan M. in the TDC Questions channel in the Big Cock Club Discord. Best of luck, Brendan, on your stats final, my friend. Thank you so much, Brendan, for tuning in each and every day. Brendan, best of luck on the stats final, my guy. Crush it. Brack says, didn't Bell follow Beamer from Oklahoma? No, Brack. I think Bell was once either a target or committed there, but he didn't necessarily follow him. No, because you got to think Jaheim Bell was on our team last year before Beamer even got here. So let's see. Let's see. Brian D, we need a number 2 receiver to step up. Van's on number 1. Yeah, we need just a bunch of receivers, period. So hopefully we're getting those guys in recruiting, the transfer portal, everything else. So John Braddock, the fact we consistently have a top 25 recruiting class is amazing and speaks to recruiting classes outside the top 5 irrelevant if you can't develop talent. Indeed, you got to develop too. That's a big part of it, develop. Hunter Herlong, another DB just hit the portal. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. 2023 star Dominic Hill has entered the transfer portal after totaling 6 tackles in 17 games at South Carolina. So, again, there it is. Dominic Hill has hit the transfer portal. We're going to get that on social media, guys. Again, we're taking your questions, your comments, your calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. More of your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side of the break. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, ladies and gents, boys and girls, we're back here on a Wednesday, hump day, December the 8th, 2021. Hope you're staying warm, by the way, here on this Wednesday, and I hope you're in bright spirits today. Bit of a gloomy day outside, but don't let that get you down. Again, we got a packed show today. A lot to get into here on a Wednesday. Taking your questions, your comments, your calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Oh, my bad, guys. 843-790-3377. Also, in case you missed it, we are live tonight at Tin Roof, 5 to 7. Going to be awesome just hanging out, man. I tell you what, the Tin Roof shows have been incredible. And also, too, this is a sort of a side note, but I'm putting together like a 2021, I don't know if you want to call it season recap or highlight video or just a video around the 2021 football season. The majority of it, of course, being the tailgate and the Tin Roof shows and, everything. So it's going to be really cool. But the Tin Roof shows have been incredible. I mean, you think about it. We've been out there since like mid-July. And so I just want to say I really appreciate those who continue to show up and show out and ask questions. And, it's been fun, again, with everything else too, the way content works and the way I just operate. I believe in content and business and everything evolving. You get better and you improve. And it's been awesome to watch the Tin Roof show evolve sort of from, I think when we first started, it was pretty buttoned up and I had guests on and stuff like that, which was great. Don't get me wrong. But it was awesome to watch it evolve and still evolve into like more of a laid back, kickback, just a bunch of people drinking beer, talking Gamecocks, talking whatever. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you guys making that a massive success. And I'm really glad we're continuing to do that after football season. Again, how long will it go? I'm not sure. But, it's become really, truly a part of my weekly routine. And, I think those and I hope those guys and I make sure they know how much I appreciate them and how grateful I am for the opportunity. But it's just awesome, man. Every Wednesday going there, just kicking your feet up, talking Gamecocks, having some cold beers and eating some good food and hanging out with great people. And it's become a very integral part of our weekly routine here with TSUS. So, again, really, really cool stuff. Again, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. Jerry Taylor, appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Brian Dean, Chris, do you think star ratings mean anything going forward? I mean, they're important. They're important. Don't get me wrong. I think stars are important. They're not everything, but they're important. They're not everything, but they certainly are important. Yeah, they wouldn't have them if they didn't mean something. But, again, you look back you look at some of the greatest Gamecocks to ever step foot on campus, right? You look back to when, guys like DJ Swearinger and Connor Shaw and Dylan Thompson, did the stars mean everything then? Sidney Rice, Coach Simpson. Did the stars mean everything then? So, yeah, in case you missed it, guys, Gamecocks defensive back Dominic Hill has entered the transfer portal. So, in case you missed it, Dominic, a guy that, barely played. So, I don't blame him. And that's also, maybe we should just make a list today of all like the weird fans, the strange fans, if you will. That's weird too. Those people are weird too. That that like bash kids for entering the portal. It's like, bro, here's the thing. Believe it or not, guys, your favorite Gamecock athletes or just athletes that go to your favorite school, they don't love your school as much as you do. They might love your school. They don't love your school as much as you do. Like Dominic Hill, for example. Does he love the University of South Carolina? I'm sure he does, right? I'm sure he does. But he came to college to play. He didn't come to college to sit on the bench. So sitting on the bench at USC is not better than playing somewhere else. See, I think that's what people get twisted, and it doesn't really happen much anymore. People used to try to bash me for, he didn't even go to South Carolina. He's not even a graduate of USC. Why is he covering Carolina? What's he talking about? Guys, I got into USC. No problem. Got into USC. Got into everywhere I applied, by the way. Pat on the back. Whatever. No big deal. And so I could have went to South Carolina, but I wanted to play college baseball. Going and just being a student at USC, doing whatever the hell I would have done, wasn't more appealing than going and being a college athlete and pursuing the baseball dream somewhere else. You know what I mean? So, like, think of it from that perspective. When a kid enters the portal, it's like sitting the bench at USC and never playing is not more appealing and more fun than going somewhere else and actually playing and being a contributor. Because I can tell you guys this, in case you didn't know this, whether it's the starting quarterback or the last walk-on, they all put in the same amount of work, believe it or not. They all put in the same amount of work. So those guys that are never playing, they don't get any of the glory. They're going through all the same shit as the starters. So I can assure you, I can tell you, it is not fun to be doing that and be riding the bench and not be getting an opportunity to play. So I don't blame guys when they're not playing, you know, like a guy like Ortre, or not Ortre, but like, you know, Jakari Caldwell or Mike Wyman or whoever. Like, if you're not getting your play, hey, appreciate you trying it out, man. It is what it is. You know, go play somewhere else. That's why the transfer portal's in place. So, you know, it doesn't bother me at all when a kid, you know, he wants to make a decision for his future and go play somewhere, you know. But, you know, it's not a lot of people. But I see people like on Instagram, especially, like, people love to comment, who? It's like, bro, I mean, is it necessary? Like, is that really necessary? You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Anyways. John Gibbs says, stars matter in the sense of, you know, what the potential is coming in. When you step on the field at the next level, stars go out the window to an extent. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's, you know, I mean, listen, stars are important. They're important for sure. You know, you look at the top teams in the country. They're pulling in 5 stars constantly. I'll tell you guys this. You know, I know a couple of people in the building very well. I'm blessed and fortunate enough to know a lot of guys on this staff right now, and obviously have chatted with Coach Beamer before and stuff like that. And I can tell you that in recruiting, here's the big difference. Because when you're recruiting a top 100 player, those guys normally pan out, right? Like those 5 stars, those top prospects in the country, those are kind of your no-brainer. Like, hey, if you can get those guys, that's awesome. But I had an assistant coach on the Gamecock staff tell me that where recruiting is really won is identifying players 250 to 600, we'll say. Like, being able to identify which guys are misevaluated or underrated or like that diamond in the rough type deal. It's being able to pick out those guys and separate who's a 4-star, who shouldn't be a 4-star, who should be a 4-star. You know what I'm saying? So the 5 stars are the easy part. That's the no-brainers. But it's being able to identify, again, talent evaluator, right? Talent evaluators. I think that's something we missed completely on with the last regime, the last step. We brought in some guys that were evaluated like they could be good NFL guys, but it never panned out here. I mean, how often have we seen guys go to the league and like, man, where was that? I mean, no offense, and I have to bring up his name. It's like, how the hell is Keyshawn Nixon in the NFL? I mean, what did he do in Columbia? What? Just a guy that wasn't developed or utilized properly and went to the NFL and got good coaching, and look what happens when you get good coaching. So, you know, yeah. So it's you got to be able to evaluate the talent. You got to develop the talent. You got to put the talent in the best possible position to succeed. And again, you got to trust that Shane Beamer is going to do that. So, and I do. So, again, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Let's see. Brian Dean, Beamer in year 4 will have South Carolina competing for the SEC East title. The SEC title, actually, he says. Hey, from your lips to God's ears, Brian. Would love to see it. From your lips to God's ears. John Kruger, besides Kingston and Wingo, who's on the baseball coaching staff? So Coach, how do you say his name? Coach Collette from Texas A&M. He's an assistant. Justin Parker's your pitching coach. I think, did Current leave? I think Current did leave, actually. Those are the 2 big ones. I mean, I don't know, John, you want me to go down the list and go to the roster and look up the coaching staff. No, those are the big ones. Justin Parker's your pitching coach. Collette is your hitting coach. And you got Kingston, of course. Scott Wingo's on staff. So, yeah, they'll definitely add like a graduate assistant as well for the season. So Brian Dean says, I'm working on starting a local Gamecock club in my area. Chris, any advice how to proceed? Brian, I'm curious, two things, or one thing. What is your local area? I could probably point you to the person to help you start it. I don't have that power to start it necessarily. Like I'm not the guy to sign off on that. I mean, I could pretend to be, but I'm not. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy, pal. Trust me, I'm not that guy. Again, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, comments, calls as well. Questions, comments, calls as well. Joe Anders, who do you think will be our starting five to start SEC play? I think similar to the one that you're seeing now, Joe. I think Levesque down low for sure. I think our guy Stevie will be on the outside. I think Keyshawn will be out there. I think Kusnar will be out there. And I think James Reese probably. I think that's your starting five. I think Keyshawn will crack the starting five. We'll put it that way. I think Keyshawn will crack the starting five. Let's see. Dominic Hill just posting a graphic. Dominic Hill posting a graphic that he is entering the portal. Best of luck to Dominic Hill. Best of luck to Dominic Hill. Yeah, John, it's Collette from A&M as your hitting coach, and then Justin Parker, who came from Indiana, is your pitching coach. And Parker, I've heard a lot of good things about Parker. Guys like him a lot. He obviously was very, very successful at Indiana. So I'm trying to post this graphic on Instagram. There we go. All right, cool. Let's see. Jeff Gullidge says, very curious to hear this. Hold on 1 second, guys. Jeff Gullidge says, when it comes to players transferring, I hate it and that they are leaving at the same point. Why would I want to play on our team who doesn't really want to be here, put the effort in, and taking up a scholarship? Can't be mad at the player, wish them well, and find someone to replace them who wants to be here. But see, again, Jeff, like that attitude you have of like, oh, well, they don't want to be here, so to hell with them. It's like, well, they're not playing, Jeff. What do you want to do, sit the bench? I think your messaging there is very like passive aggressive. It's very passive aggressive. It's very bless your heart passive aggressive. Like, well, bro, they don't want to be here because they're not playing. You can't blame them for not wanting to be here. I mean, bro, I'll tell you this. See, some people look at DeCarrion Joyner, for example, and say, oh, he's thank goodness he's a Gamecock and he stuck it out and we're so proud. Guys, I'll be honest with you. I think he should have transferred 3 years ago. Like, I would have advised him to transfer. Hey, you want to play quarterback? You actually want to get on the field and play? You want to make the most out of your potential? Go somewhere else, bro. Go play quarterback somewhere else. Don't just be for lack of a better way of putting it, nobody here. Like, you have too much talent to just be sitting on the bench. I mean, it's a damn shame. I feel for Dak Joyner. I feel for Dak Joyner, truly. But yeah, I mean, it's not like, oh, to hell with them, they're taking up a scholarship. I mean, well, bro, I mean, they're not playing. Like, I don't blame you, young man. I don't blame you at all. I'd transfer too. I'd transfer as well. I mean, there's again, and it's something I think the diehard fan cannot comprehend, which is totally fine. But like, again, these players want to, everybody, let me tell you guys this. Everyone who signs with the University of South Carolina, or the majority of them, they think they're going to the NFL. But guess what? You can't go to the NFL if you're sitting on the bench. So you got to make a move. John Kruger says, how deep is the SEC going to be in baseball? Probably very deep. You're very correct. Yeah, I mean, John, it's the SEC, man. The SEC is going nowhere when it comes to baseball. Yeah, it's going to be absurd. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be, so it's going to be as good as ever. But, I think we actually got a pretty favorable draw with our SEC schedule, and I'm excited for baseball, man. I think the Yardcocks are going to have a good year. Brian Dean says South Carolina has a very good chance of making the NCAA tournament this year. The talent is there once they get Martin's smothering defense down. The sky's the limit for this team. Brian Dean, again, from your lips to God's ears, I hope you're right. You want to start making that conversation more realistic, go beat Florida State on Sunday. Need to start winning some big games. I think get out of non-conference at 10-3, going to SEC play. You kind of know what you got to do. You know what I mean? You just hope and pray that like a loss to Coastal Carolina doesn't wreck your chances. But, just got to take it one. I mean, I don't want to sound like a coach, but you got to take it one game at a time, man. You're building your resume actively as you go. Travi, so why couldn't we ever coach Dak up at quarterback then? Travi, here's my hot take, because Dak Joyner's not a quarterback. He's just not a quarterback, man. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he was listen, he was recruited by Alabama and Clemson as a defensive back. Maybe he was a defensive back. I don't know. But, dude, he never even got close to cracking the starting lineup at Carolina quarterback. Ever. Jeff Gullers, no, I get it. I'm not mad. I truly wish them well, but there's a reason they're not playing, whether the coaching effort or opportunity. I'm in favor of them getting opportunity elsewhere. Yeah, Jeff, sometimes you just get beat out for a job. That's just bottom line. There's a bunch of guys competing, and iron sharpens iron, and sometimes you just get beat out. So, again, I don't blame them for wanting to go try their hand elsewhere. So, Travi says, we made no sense when it came to recruiting quarterbacks. We recruited pocket passers and dual threats, and we couldn't get any of them developed. That's frustrating. Well, yeah, Travi, it's also stupid. You never identify an offensive identity. You never identify an offensive identity when you're recruiting. One guy's a pocket guy, one guy's a dual threat, one guy's a scrambler. It just doesn't make any sense. So, doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Tana Lynn says Joyner got 4 stars from his legs. He's not a quarterback. He's not a receiver either, though. That's the problem. That's the problem. I don't know. I would have loved, honestly, for him, I would have loved Dak Joyner after his freshman year to transfer to a Samford, a Troy, a Georgia State, and go play QB. He could have played QB somewhere else. There's no doubt he could have played QB somewhere else. Yeah, and Jacob Edwards says Dak's a great all-around athlete. Development under Muschamp was non-existent. That hurt him the most. Yeah, it was criminal how underdeveloped how he wasn't developed. It was criminal. It was criminal. So, Donnie Cunningham, coaches will always subconsciously favor guys they recruited, even if only by a small margin. Yeah, Donnie, I literally lived that at Newberry. My coach out of my freshman year got fired, and I'll never forget my sophomore year, maybe even junior year, I think it was. I got wind that the coach, our head coach, literally said he would rather lose with his guys than play the last recruiting class and win games. So, oh yeah, that's a real thing, man. That's a real thing for sure. That's a real thing. So, yeah, Florida losing guys. Dude, when you go through a coaching change, you're going to lose prospects. Bottom line, you're going to lose prospects. So, yeah. Again, I appreciate Dak sticking it out. I appreciate him being a Gamecock, but I think it would have been in his best interest to transfer. I think so. I think it would have been in his best interest to transfer, if he actually really wanted to be a contributor and really wanted to play. But again, it's not my life. It's not my career. It's his. So hopefully he got the most out of it and what he was looking for. And, that's it. So, it is what it is. So, I'm glad he was a Gamecock, and it's cool that he was, and he loved being a Gamecock. I think he probably also just loved being an SEC football player and everything that comes with that, being treated like a god on campus and going out and every girl wants you and every dude wants to be you and, et cetera, et cetera. Let's just call it for what it is, right? Like, there's a lot of perks to being an SEC football player. So I'm sure that probably went into it as well, because when you go to a Troy, you go to a Samford, you ain't getting that love. You ain't getting the gear. You don't have the facilities. You don't have any of it. So there's a lot of factors, I think, that probably go into, players wanting to stick around South Carolina and what have you. But whatever, is what it is. So LeBowen, he can't come back next year, can he? Actually, I think he can. Don't think he will, though. I'll just leave it at that. From what I've heard, I don't think he will. So I don't think he will. Donnie Cunningham, Napier seems to be sending people away by choice, which is ballsy. Well, if they don't fit his scheme and system and what he wants at Florida, then I guess, you got to do what you got to do. So, Brian Dean, yeah, college basketball. Florida lost to Texas Southern. They were like a 26-point favorite, too. So, hey, I'll tell you this. That loss is a lot worse than our loss to Coastal. A lot worse. Dude, we were only a 6-point favorite. You guys realize that? We were only a 6-point favorite. So, could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. Let's see. Is college football news? They've started. They've literally dropped one bowl prediction. That's the Bahamas Bowl. So they probably won't drop the prediction for our game for another week or two. I doubt it. So, anyways, guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. We're taking your questions, your comments, your calls here on this Wednesday, Hump Day, December the 8th, 2021. Like I said, guys, in case you missed it, episode 553 of the podcast did drop this morning. SEC gambling picks for your entire bowl season. Tomorrow's show, guys, a really exciting one. Also, our postseason awards show. I'll hand out awards for the entire 2021 football season, everything from offensive MVP, team MVP, offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year, best moment, best play, everything you can think of, all that and more. So going to be really, really cool, really fun stuff. That'll be tomorrow's show. But in the meantime, be sure to check out the podcast that dropped this morning, talking gambling and all your SEC bowl games. The only one, by the way, I did not talk about was South Carolina, North Carolina. I will lock in my best bet for that one either Monday or Tuesday of game week. So either Monday or Tuesday of game week. Also, I was thinking about this. We're going to have to bring Alex McGrath back for game week. So going to be really fun. Going to be exciting stuff. Let's see. Brian Dean says getting his bowl tickets. I hear you. Let's see. Again, guys, 843-790-3377 in case you missed it. Defensive back Dominic Hill has hit the transfer portal. Also last night, Jaquandre White announcing that he will pursue the NFL. Beamer saying today, though, that he does not know whether Quan White will play in the bowl game. He might play. Brian Dean, Chris, where do you park at B of A Stadium? Brian, I have no idea. I have no idea where I will park. I've got friends that live around Charlotte, so probably, hopefully we'll like park at one of their places and just walk down to the stadium because I'm not interested in all in paying for parking. So, Jacob Edwards, is it worth anything to get Mullen on the staff? It's not happening, Jacob. There is no way that Dan Mullen is going to go from being the head coach at Florida to being the OC at South Carolina. There's no way. There's no way. So I don't know what Dan Mullen's going to do, but I don't think it's going to be in college. I think he's probably going to jump to the NFL, if I had to guess. That's where he wants to be. So, Again, guys, taking your questions, comments, and calls. Tannerland says, I paid $169 for my bowl ticket, so I better be sitting beside Beamer. I don't know, man. I'm kind of torn. I almost kind of think I want to wait till the day of the game to buy tickets. There's just no way it's going to be a sellout. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way it's going to be a sellout. Jaden Gibson, let's be honest, Mullen probably ends up at Alabama, gets another head coaching job after next year. Who knows, man? Yeah, where coaches go after they get fired. Just go be an analyst at Alabama. Why not? Coach Ford, pass anyway, no to Mullen. So, Bowen, what round do you think White will be picked? If he's picked, it'll be late. I just don't think the body of work is really there, but you never know. But I think it'll be final day late if he is picked. Again, guys, we're taking your questions, your comments, your calls, 843-790-3377. I want to continue to hear from you here on this Wednesday, December the 8th, 2021. Guys, appreciate you all tuning in. More of your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side of the break. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, we're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, your comments, and your calls as well. We got a couple of texts here I want to get to. Somebody said to answer Phil's question from earlier on guys not following Beamer, you won 6 games the past 2 years. Not that appealing. Some of these guys want to win. It's not always about playing time. Fair enough. And then here we go. Here's another question. Hey, Chris, this is CJ. With everyone leaving Clemson, do you think South Carolina has a shot to win the state for the next few years? Guys, here's the thing. South Carolina has won the state in recruiting. They did it under Muschamp. That ain't the problem. Clemson's not recruiting the state because they don't have to. So, I mean, winning the state's all fine and dandy, but you just better be getting the best players available. Like, winning the state's cool, but if the state is producing dog shit talent, for lack of a better way of putting it, then you're not doing anything. Again, you want to get guys from in your state who want to represent that Gamecock brand. I agree, but, you know, Clemson has been recruiting the number one player from this state and that state and that state. Just, you know, get your in-state guys, but, you know, it's not all just about I mean, I want to see us win the state for sure, but I don't think they've been really out recruiting us in the state. I think it's been more they've just been getting better players.
Robbie Davis, a.k.a. Herb Street Jr.
To accept, press 1. To send.
Robbie, what's going on, my friend? How are you?
How are you? And I want to apologize because I missed all the show because my internet was out all the way up until now. So I'm just now getting to watching the show.
The Muschamp hackers made it to your house, man. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm doing well.
That gum Muschamp hackers.
Yeah.
Them Muschamp hackers need to leave South Carolina fans alone.
I know.
Okay.
He's having a field day. But no, I'm doing well. Just hanging out. A little bit of a gloomy weather day, but that's all good. We have a lot to talk about and just a great day to have a day as always. So appreciate you calling in, man.
I want to say this about the whole recruiting thing with Clemson not having to recruit the state, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You want to know why Clemson doesn't have to recruit the state? Because they've won, one national title and several conference titles.
Yeah.
So they don't have to recruit. They don't have to recruit the state, okay? Winning conference titles and winning a national title means you do not have to recruit in state. The players from out of state will come to you.
Yeah, I mean, it makes your brand national. Yeah, it makes your brand national, no question.
And with this whole it is or is not Josh Vann leaving, if he leaves, I wish him well, all well and good. But would I love to see him come back? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you. Because I look at it this way. The reason why some college juniors leave after their junior year, okay, and they don't play their senior year, is because all it takes is one really bad injury and your chances of going pro, and this is for any sport, especially football. If you get injured at any point and it's bad enough to where you can't play no more, you're screwed.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's a risk. I mean, it's a risk. I mean, you can, that's just a decision. The player themselves they got to weigh the options and make that decision themselves. So,
And I look at it this way too, because even though you leave early, and you go to the pros or whatever or what have you, or you go play overseas and all that, you can still go back to school and get your degree in whatever it was you was getting a degree in.
Right.
So it's not like you're ditching school to go make money, which technically you are, but you can still go back and get your degree.
Mm. Facts. That's big facts.
Which is why I'm okay. I'll be okay if Josh Vann leaves. But like I said, would I love to see him stay? Absolutely, because he's a really great football player. Mm-hmm. But if he feels like this is the best chance I have at possibly making a decent chunk of dough, he's gonna leave.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I think that's something he's got to weigh the options. I mean, I think there are reasons he should come back. There are reasons he could leave, but yeah, again, he's got to make that decision for his for himself. So I mean, only time will tell him. If I had to guess, I think he will be back. Again, where there's smoke, there's fire, and there's been a lot of smoke around that he will return. So I do, if I had to guess right now, think he will be back.
Well, I saw something on Facebook like an hour ago, and it said that Josh Vann apparently is going to stay, but I'm taking that with a grain of salt because you can go from wanting to stay to leaving at the snap of your fingers.
Yeah.
So,
only time will tell, my friend.
Stays,
only time will tell.
Just all we got to do is like what we did during football season, during the season. Take it one day, just go with the flow, take it with a grain of salt, and whatever happens, let the chips fall where they may, and just go with it.
Indeed. That's all you can do.
And my dad will be home in less than an hour from the hospital. So
very good. Love to hear that. Love to hear. That's the good news of the day right there.
He'll be home in about a little over half an hour.
Love that. That is the good news of the day. Love to hear that, man.
Yeah, everything went as planned. He called me like an hour ago, or like 11 o'clock or so, and I could tell he was doped up from yeah. They put him on some drugs for sure.
Yeah. Well, they got to, man. Take away the pain. Take away the pain.
Oh yeah. And he's going to be, whenever he starts recuperating, he'll be in even more pain.
Yeah. Well, we wish him the best, man. Definitely going to be praying for him.
Thank you. And also, I think we could, with the next couple of home basketball games for the men that we have coming up, I think I don't know how good Clemson's basketball team is. I don't know.
They're pretty solid. They're pretty solid. They're pretty solid.
They're pretty good.
I think they're a solid team. I think they're solid.
If that's the case, if we can play the way we played last time I watched the men's game,
well, they're 5-4 overall. So I mean, I think they lost 2 games in Charleston in that Shriners Classic to St. Bonaventure in West Virginia. They lost to Rodgers in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. They lost to Miami to start ACC play. So I mean, they're probably kind of like us. I mean, they're hit or miss, so probably be a really competitive game.
I mean, like I told you before, in basketball, it doesn't matter what caliber of opponent you're playing. Either the ball's going to drop for you and the basket's going to look like a big old gaping hole, or it's going to be as small as a pin. You know?
Right.
And I think if we play solid defense, get rebounds, and take high percentage shots, and make free throws, and God forbid make layups. I've seen so many botched layups in my life; it's ridiculous. Okay.
Yeah, you cannot win if you're missing layups. That is true.
Missing layups and missing free throws will lose you a game like that.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to capitalize, man. You got to capitalize.
And I just think if we just stay focused on what we're supposed to do what each player does their job, I think we can come out of this 5-game stretch looking not great, but pretty darn good.
Yeah, no, dude, I think that you took down Georgetown. You got Florida State Sunday. You'll beat the heck out of Allen, and then you got Clemson. So I mean, I think
part of me didn't even think we were going to do good against Georgetown because I know the history of Georgetown. I know about the history. They've always had a decent ball club. I was shocked whenever we beat them like we did.
Yeah, no, I was surprised it was that wide a margin, indeed. I think this is it's not your dad's or granddad's Georgetown, but that was a good win either way. That was a really good win. It was a fun day at the CLA for sure. So, big win you had to have it.
Yeah, it was. All right, man. You have a good one, okay?
Robbie, I appreciate the call as always, my friend.
It's cold out there, and it's raining. It's raining over here. I don't know if it's raining over there, but it's raining over here, and it's cold as can be.
Yeah, it rained this morning, I believe. So yeah, we'll stay bundled up in the studio for sure. Robbie, I appreciate the call, my friend.
Have a good one.
Hey, you too. Appreciate it. 843-790-3377, guys. It's 843-790-3377. Confirmed. Wearing a jacket keeps you warm. Confirmed. If you wear a jacket, you will be warm. If you do not wear a jacket, you will be cold. Them's the rules. Again, 843-790-3377, guys. Taking your questions, comments, calls. Again, quick reminder, we are out at Tin Roof tonight, 5 to 7. Taking your questions, your comments, everything else. I got a feeling, let's see, I got a feeling tonight's Tin Roof might get a little weird. No game or anything to talk about. Who knows where the conversation might go? Who knows? So, going to be a good time, though. Going to be a really, really good time. Alyssa Rodgers, Robbie merch collection. Yes, absolutely. Robbie Davis, a.k.a. Robbie Herbstreit. I think Robbie needs his own merch at this point, man. I think, Robbie needs his own merch or something. So, David Barnes, I wonder if random name from last week has asked out his cousin yet. I will tell you that, hey, by the way, I didn't mention this to you guys. I don't know if maybe the dude who was driving was a slapdick Gamecock fan. I don't know because we literally got a merch order where the merch order was first name, last name. I don't know if it was the same person. Like, they didn't put their name. They literally put first name, last name. I don't know if they typed it out or if it auto-filled that, but I was like, this is very awkward timing. Let's see. He needs to write a letter to discuss this topic. Hey, I tell you this. We're taking all calls here on the airwaves. So I appreciate Robbie calling in. Maybe we'll get some Robbie merch. Who knows? But let's get some Robbie merch. So anyways, 843-790-3377. Guys, like I said, we are live at Tin Roof tonight. $3 drafts, $3 rumple shots. Probably not 50-cent wings, but that's okay. They still got great food, great people. It's going to be a good time. Going to be a really good time. Just talking about whatever, man. I'm going to need you guys tonight to provide the subject matter. It doesn't have to be even Gamecocks related. So, Pete Hawk says if Robbie did the Daily Crow, it'd be 6 hours. It'd be 6 hours. Let's see. Anyways. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know why they never have 50-cent wings. I have no idea. I have no clue. If there's a wing shortage in Columbia. I don't know if they're trying. I don't know if they're trying to get the 50-cent wings anymore. I don't know if it's just more trouble than it's worth or whatever. But I don't know. So, anyways, guys, in case you missed it, a couple of updates. Gamecocks defensive back Dominic Hill has hit the transfer portal. Zaquandre White announcing he is going to the NFL. Beamer saying he may play in the bowl game still, so there's hope that Quan White will play, but who knows at this point. And, again, like I said, I don't know that the opt-out stuff for South Carolina is over quite yet. So, I don't know. Ronnie Pace, what do you think our chances are Sunday against Florida State? I think they're solid. Again, Friday's podcast will be a full game preview of the Florida State game. Also, by the way, I do want to highlight women. The Gamecocks women's team with a big game on Sunday against Maryland, a top 10 matchup at home, 3 o'clock tip-off there. I'm going to fully expect Dawn Staley's squad to do their thing and handle business, but a big matchup. So if you're in Columbia, be sure to head out to that one. Head out to CLA to watch the girls. If you're in Rock Hill, you're making the trip, what have you. I think it's going to be a good one. I think it'll be a really, really good one. So, yeah. I think it'll be a good one for sure. So I think it'll be a competitive game. Do I give Florida State the edge? Will Florida State be favored? Yes, most likely. But I do expect a competitive ball game. So I do expect a competitive ball game for sure. Again, guys, we're taking your questions, your comments, your calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. So, by the way, guys, thank you all so much because it is a Wednesday. We're talking gambling. Thank you all so much to those who have signed up for Prize Picks over the course of the season. Of course, we partnered up with them. And, guys, in case you didn't realize, every time you use the promo code, everyone who used the promo code TSUS, you're helping the business. And so I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart because Prize Picks has been a massively successful partner for us throughout the course of football season. It's not stopping here, by the way, guys, because, again, people love gambling college basketball, and you can play prop plays with college basketball as well. So be sure, if you have not done so, sign up at Prize Picks, prizepicks.com, or go to the Prize Picks app, download the app. And when you sign up, use the promo code TSUS to get a 100% deposit match up to $100. But again, guys, I want to say thank you to those who have signed it because, again, you have no idea how much you have helped the business. You have no idea. So thank you. Truly, truly, truly thank you all so much, guys. Again, it's been a true blessing to see how people support the business in different ways. Hey, if you're on YouTube, you want to support the business through Super Chat, Super Stickers, what have you, you're more than welcome to do so. Also, I've thought about this too. I need to get a P.O. box. I don't have a P.O. box for TSUS. I've had people ask me, believe it or not, if you want to send something to the Spurs Up Show for Christmas, you're more than welcome to do so. Hey, we got a PayPal, we got a Cash App, we got a Venmo. Also, you can buy merch. However you want to support the business, you can join the Big Cock Club, whatever you want to do. But again, thank you guys so much, man. It's truly, it's just truly a blessing. I really do appreciate it. Let's see. What was I looking for here? What was I don't know. I pulled up Google. I thought I was looking for something. Either way, AJ Bowers. I don't know what that dude is upset about in the Instagram post about Shane Beamer. No idea. Jeff Gullich says, Chris, how amped are you that baseball is around the corner? You're really excited. I'm excited to stay locked into basketball right now. I'm excited for the bowl game, but I mean, it's no secret. I'm a baseball guy. It's I go into a different zone for baseball season. Truly, it's it's fun because in all the other Gamecock outlets out there, they do a fantastic job. Every single one of them. I think Gamecock fans are really fortunate that there's so many creators who cover Gamecocks athletics, and there's so many options you have, right? Who you want to listen to, who you want to tune into, follow, what have you. And this is no slight meant to anyone, but so many people cover football, right? I don't want to say it's easy to cover football, but to talk football, whatever, you know what I mean? Everybody covers it, and people cover basketball as well. But again, it meant no slight to anyone. Nobody covers baseball the way we do. Nobody covers it the way I do. Nobody covers Gamecocks baseball the way I cover it, and with the passion that I cover it with. I mean, guys, I baseball season to me is like football. I mean, it's I love it. I truly love it. Love going to the yard every single day and talking ball, and it's incredible. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for sure, and looking forward to start counting down the days. And, middle of January, we'll start doing our position unit previews for baseball, and we'll do our countdown a month out. And, but it's meant no slight to anyone, but I can confidently say that, I say it every single day on the podcast, the best Gamecocks podcast on the internet. I say it says it on our website, and I say it the best Gamecocks coverage on the internet. I'm confident in saying that, but I am extremely confident in saying the best Gamecocks baseball coverage. It's not even close. I mean, it's just not even close. So, and again, that's meant as no slight to anyone because everyone does a great job in their each own individual way. My style and what I do is not meant for everyone, right? I'm a very passionate, in your face, get after it type dude. That's just not for everybody. And that's cool. It's not meant for everyone. I don't take that as an insult. I take it as a compliment. Like, what I do is not meant for everyone, but there's an audience out there for it that appreciates it. So again, I appreciate y'all, but yeah, I'm long story short, I'm definitely fired up, man. I'm definitely fired up for baseball. I really feel like, and I've told my buddies this, I've told other people this off the year. I really feel like baseball season. And I mean, there's ways that we separate ourselves during football and just all throughout the year, no question. But baseball season is where my content really, where we separate ourselves from everyone else. Because again, there's nobody that covers it the way that we do. So I'm confident in saying that. Again, either way, going to be a hell of a baseball season. Again, it's really cool because again, you feel like we've been here for so long. But then again, like TSUS, it's like I feel like, again, we're only 1% of the way, the infancy of the business, because, again, I mentioned this, I think, yesterday. 2020, your season gets taken away. 2021, I mean, we had the season, but it was 20% capacity, you know what I mean, from 90% of the year. So this is going to be the first full normal season, knock on wood, that we've had. So I can't wait, man. We're going to be throwing tailgates. The Behind the Beak series is going to be, I've been putting the Behind the Beak behind the Big Cock Club paywall. I'm going to bring that back. I'm going to bring that back for the masses. I love posting those videos on Instagram, and that behind the scenes content is just golden. So definitely going to be posting that. It's going to be awesome. Again, we got big plans for 2022. Planning on having inventory, merchandise on hand, on site. So, for example, when we throw a tailgate for the Clemson series, the Texas series, or whatever, having merch on hand, having inventory, there. So if you guys want to buy merchandise at the tailgate, of course, we'll have it for football season. But, yeah, it's going to be a blast, man. Going to be a blast. Yeah, great season to have a season, Alyssa. You were correct. So maybe we'll see you there. Maybe we'll see you all there. So definitely not a businessman, but a business comma. Man, the comma is very important in that sentence. By the way, you guys see that I have like my own personalized hats and shirts and kind of my own personal collection. Can confirm business comma man merch is definitely coming. That's for sure. Yeah, there's going to be some hats, some shirts with just business comma man on it. I mean, I think that's a no-brainer play right there. I think that's a no-brainer play. AJ Bowers, what was your best pitch in baseball? Yeah, P-Dog said it a strike. Yeah, my best pitch changed. When I was in high school, it was a slider. I would probably say in college. I mean, again, I it's funny. People try to rip me on social media like, bro, I did not throw well in college. I got my tits ripped half the time, whatever it is. I couldn't find the strike zone. I went into I don't know. I just got completely in my own head in college, what have you, whatever it is, what it is. But best pitch was probably just two-seam fastball in the outer black, watching the ball just tail away from a righty, or a changeup or circle change. So, yeah, P-Dog, the food Monday was phenomenal. The food Monday was phenomenal. So, yeah, great season to have a season. So, P-Dog's going to be out the tailgate. Hey, we're going to be lit. The Rowdy Roosters are back, by the way. The Rowdy Roosters, I know I know that the school has done the cockpit thing. I respect it. Got nothing against the cockpit, but I'm sorry. You are not going to sell to me, oh, let's take a look at the cockpit at Founders Park. No, absolutely not. That's not a thing, bro. That is, and you guys tell me, am I wrong for thinking that? Because I mean, you're pushing it, calling it the cockpit at CLA. You're pushing it. The cockpit I will not allow that to stand. The cockpit at Founders Park can kiss my ass. It's the Rowdy Roosters. The Rowdy Roosters are here to stay. The Rowdy Roosters are going nowhere, and it will be the Rowdy Rooster tailgates that we throw before these games. So I'm excited. I'm fired up. I'm looking forward to it. I've already got my season tickets locked in. So, yeah, it's going to be a good time. Going to be a good time for sure. But again, either way, taking your questions, your comments, your calls, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. We're rocking. We're rolling here on a Wednesday. Again, very excited to be back out at 10 Roof tonight, 5 to 7. Also, guys, check out the podcast if you haven't not done so. Episode 553, talking gambling picks for the SEC Bowl season. I need a good bowl season, guys, because my regular season stunk. If you religiously bet my picks, I'm sorry, because I was under 500, and that's no bueno. So I also prefaced on the show today, by the way, that if you're going to bet my picks, bet with caution, because I don't do any research. I don't do any research at all. So, yeah. Just bet with caution. Alyssa Rodgers says, PSA, everyone, Chris will be shagging with fans at Young Pro Shag tonight. Yeah, I guess they're still having Shag Night. I'm glad that Alyssa Rodgers just volunteered herself as my shag partner for the evening. So, yeah, definitely come out for the show 5 to 7, but then shag lessons also at like 8:30. So, Alyssa Rodgers, you just volunteered yourself. Congratulations. All right, cool. We're going to take one final break, and then we'll close out this Wednesday. Again, we're taking your questions, your comments, your calls. Guys, I'm going to continue to hear from you. We can talk about whatever you guys want to discuss here on this Wednesday. So, again, one final break, more of your questions, your comments, your calls, and more on the other side. You're tuned in to the Daily Crow. All right, guys, what's going on? We're back. 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Just 15 minutes to go here on a Wednesday. John Kruger asked about South Carolina Clemson baseball tickets. John, I don't think those are even available yet. So that's why they're not on Ticketmaster. I can tell you personally, I put in my deposit for season tickets for baseball, but I don't think you can even buy individual tickets yet. So I would wait on that. I know that the tickets, like, for example, for Saturday at Seager Park, those don't even go on sale until, I think, January the 14th. So, yeah. So we're going to have to wait a little bit. I don't think they'll be available till next month. So, Eliza Rodgers, Chris, do you have a SoundCloud? I actually do. I actually do have a SoundCloud. Have a long playlist on there, too. But, no, I don't have anything, like, published or anything. Twan Love Kicks. Hit the like button. Yes, appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate it. You hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. You want to support the business, support the channel, the content, everything we do, you can do so through Super Chat, Super Stickers on YouTube as well. So, again, taking your questions, your comments, your calls, rocking and rolling here on a Wednesday. Again, kind of a gloomy Wednesday, if you will. P-Doc with a question. Chris, how can I ever justify getting the wings when they are 10 for $12? Meanwhile, the tendies are $7 for 5 tendies. It's a no-brainer. And, bro, the tenders are, like huge. Tenders are huge. So, the tenders are huge. So, no, I agree. You're right. I mean, it's think smarter, not harder. Also, get them with some curly fries. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. By the way, guys, I meant to remind you, tonight at Tin Roof, speaking of merch and everything, I will have Beamer Ball and Welcome Home koozies, garnet and black. I'm literally looking at the entire box sitting in the studio right now. We'll have a box of koozies. I'll be selling those koozies. Hold on. What in the world? Let's see. Literally just had a guy DM me. Anyways, I'll have stickers. I'll have koozies, guys, for sale. If you want to buy some merch, come out to Tin Roof. I will have that on me. That's all I wanted to say. But I just had a guy DM me because, of course, guys, I put out the post yesterday or the video of like, hey, like, guys are going to opt out, whatever. Don't be a slapdick. And some dude commented talking about Deebo Samuel. And I was like, he's like, my only ask is don't show up to a bowl game wearing Givenchy and 6 chains, smiling and laughing on the sidelines. We scored 0 on an ACC team. And I guess he was going off in the comments about, like, calling somebody a slap. I'm like, bro, you're the slapdick. Deebo Samuel's a millionaire. Like, whatever. Who cares? The guy just DM'd me. Saying, if you think what Deebo did is okay, let me know, because from man to man, Gamecock to Gamecock, I'm going to block you. Like, bro. Y'all ever seen, what's the movie? The parody of Paranormal Activity? What's the meme? I don't give a, like, bro, I don't give a figgity you know what, dude. Bro, you can block me all you want. Like, what? I mean, did I love he sat out the bowl game? No, but I'm not going to go comment and talk shit about him on Instagram. Like, I'm gonna just DM and block me. I don't care. Like, go ahead. Block me, bro. I have 21,000 followers. Man to man. Bro, I don't give a damn. Bro, block me, bro. I got 21,000, about to hit 22,000 followers. You think I really give a damn? Anyways, yeah, transfer portal. Clemson's falling apart. Let's hope so. Let's see. Scary movie. Okay, I forgot, like, what the play. I don't know. I forgot completely which movie that was. Let's see. 843-790-3377. For those who care, Big Game Boomer ranked his student sections by conference, ranked the Gamecock student section 5th in the SEC behind Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, and Texas A&M, the number 1 student section. So any students out there, you were in the student section, congratulations. Big Game Boomer thinks you are the 5th best student section. 5th best. So I don't know. You know what's funny, by the way? I don't know if anybody knows this. I've never sat in the student section because obviously I didn't go to USC and just would never – I think you have to have like a student ID to get in, right? So I mean, I've never graced the student section before. I've been in the frat lots once, but never graced the student section. So crazy. P-Dog says all 4 of those are way better programs than us. So 5th is remarkable. Yeah, good point. Good point. Good point. It's a good point for sure. All you need is the QR to get in the student section. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Well, maybe next season. Maybe next season I'll grace the student section. Darrell Wall Jr., what's the Gamecock bullpen going to look like this year in baseball, Chris? Yeah, that's the big question. You got a lot of arms to replace. Got a ton of arms to replace in that bullpen. And the honest answer right now, my friend, is I don't know. I don't know. I can't tell you for certain, what it's going to look like because I think you were depending on guys like Jack Mahoney and Jackson Phipps and others to step up and eat innings, and those guys are not healthy. So, you look at transfers, you look at a kid like the kid from Appalachian State, you look at a guy, you look at a guy like Parker Coyne, maybe he eats more innings, maybe John Gilreath, maybe Cam Tringali eats more innings, and I think we'll be fine in the bullpen, but the spring is really going to be used as it's a time for guys to win roles, man, because you just don't know right now. I mean, we lost 7 pitchers of the draft, so you lose that many guys, you're going to have to replace dudes. I think we're going to be, very, very solid in the starting rotation, but I think that'll be the big question of this team because I think hitting will be much better. The lineup will be much better, but, who's going to be the guy in the back end? You lose Carey, you lose, Bosnick was back there a lot. So, who's going to be your guys? So I think pitching depth and the bullpen, that'll be the question for the team. So that'll be the question for the team. P-Dog says, you got to trim the beard so you can look halfway like you're 23. Yeah, it's I don't know. People have an obsession with, they want me to trim my beard, I think, or cut it off. I think I might just go straight up mustache. So I think I might just go straight up mustache. Why not? We'll just go straight mustache. I heard that's the wave now. Mullet mustache combo. Listen, Rodgers, Chris, I'll trade my student tickets for merch. Okay. Very businesswoman vibes. I hear you. Very businesswoman vibes. Let's see. I think I missed a question earlier. Maybe I didn't. Corey Gardner, do you think Bosnick gets a weekend starter role back to start the year? Yes. I think Will Sanders is your 1. Bosnick is your 2. Not 100% sure who's going to be your 3. Anyways, let's check the phone lines here.
Call from
Darius.
Darius, what's up, man? How are you?
Good. How about yourself, man?
I'm doing well, man. Just hanging out. What's up?
Man, all right now. I want your opinion on this. People say that Steven Garcia is the best quarterback ever. I say it's Connor Shaw. What do you think?
I also say it's Connor Shaw. I mean, I love Steven, but there has been none greater than Connor Shaw ever.
That's what I say.
Yeah, I mean, I actually did over the summer. I released, because it was summer, obviously, so we're looking for content. I released my top 5 all time of every position, and I think I had Shaw 1. I'm trying to recall. I think I had Shaw 1, Garcia 2. Yeah, I had Shaw 1, Garcia 2. So I mean, listen, I love Steven. I'm good friends with Steven. Legend in his own right, but the greatest winner to ever grace the sidelines at the quarterback position is Connor Shaw. There's no question. Just no question.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
And he was undefeated at home.
I mean, there's I don't see how anyone could argue. Now, again, Steven Garcia has done something no one else in the history of the program has ever done, and that's go to an SEC championship. I'm not taking that away.
Yeah.
And I think Steven Garcia deserves a ton of credit, and he beat Alabama, but there's just no denying what Connor Shaw did. Undefeated at home, led 3 straight 11-win seasons. You just can't debate it, man. You just cannot debate it.
Yeah. And another thing, with these recruits, I've seen that we got what you think about that 3-star and the defensive end recruit we got?
You talking about DeAndre Martin, the Vatek flip? Yeah. I mean, I like his size. He's like 290, so I think he'll probably play more inside, but was committed to Vatek, so it's nice to flip a guy. Overall, like his size, so hopefully he can help us in stopping the run game because we need it.
Yeah, we need it bad. All right, man. Thank you, man. That's what I want to ask you.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much for the call. Good stuff.
All right, good talk, man. Thanks.
All right, man. Guys, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. This dude in the DMs is mad. He says, save them Beamer receipts that you boosting up to, and his sorry ass goes 6-6 next year. I'll unblock you. I'll expect an apology too, clown. Bro out here just exposing himself as a slapdick. King slapdick out here. So, man's out here exposing himself as a king slapdick. Truly. Not just a slapdick, a king slapdick. So, a king slapdick. Anyways, 843-790-3377. That's 843-790-3377. Taking your questions, comments, calls. Just a couple minutes to go, guys. Again, quick reminder, episode 553 of the podcast did drop this morning. Talking SEC gambling picks for the bowl season. Be sure to check that out. Also, guys, of course, we are live at Tin Roof tonight, 5 to 7. We are live at Tin Roof tonight, 5 to 7. Would love to see you out there. I will have koozies on hand, stickers on hand to give away, koozies to sell, stickers to give away. So if you're interested in those, you're more than welcome to come out, buy some merch. Other than that, yeah, going to be a fun night. So. Let's see. P-Doc says, die for Beamer, kill for C-Philly. Yeah, I don't know what this dude's problem is. I don't know what this dude. I said, thank you for the golden content. The folks in the Daily Crow are enjoying laughing at you. So, I mean, dude, you're talking shit about Beamer. Like, bro, you're not a Gamecock fan. Like, what are you? You got to be a Clemson fan. You got to be a Clemson fan. So, unreal. Anyways, not a fan. He's a friend. Yeah. By the way, this is what I meant to mention. I forgot about this. P-Doc. P-Doc's going to be excited about this. Somebody actually suggested this, and I might talk to the folks at Tin Roof tonight about someone suggested, we're going to do our simulation for the bowl game on NCAA football, as well as I'm going to play UNC on Heisman. For the simulation specifically, somebody was talking about, could you do the simulation at Tin Roof? I don't know if they've got like a screen or, they've got the TV with the HDMI we could technically use. That'd be kind of fire. Now, again, I don't know if their Wi-Fi is good enough to handle that. You got to have like really, really good Wi-Fi. They got good Wi-Fi, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if it's good enough to handle streaming it. That would be a blast, though. That really would be fun. I don't know. We'll talk to them either way. But either way, guys, we've hit 2 o'clock. Appreciate you all tuning in. Like I said, check out the podcast if you have not done so. Come on out to Tin Roof tonight, 5 to 7. If you can't come out, tune in. We will be streaming Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. You guys already know the drill. All right, I'm out of here. It's 2 o'clock. Appreciate you all tuning in, guys. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, and we will talk to you.